I really, I really like it. I kind of want to show off the brows because I'm proud of them. I don't like the bangs spaced out like that, but like, this is very 2000s. Not really the hair kind of, sort of, but like, so essentially what I'm doing is just setting my primer. I'm just using my face powder. All of my products will be listed down at the bottom. And did I shave off my eyebrows for this series? Yes, I did. Dedication. In this video, Janet has a very natural brow, so I'm going to take the Ice Sculpt Eye Shade palette from Juvia's Place. And I'm going to take the second shade and the third shade here to map out my brows. She has a very more natural brow. Album came out in 2001, and that was literally on the cusp. It was in between the natural thin brow and also the really thin brow of the 2000s, which I know a lot of people couldn't stand, but when it's done right, oh, it looks so good. It looks really good. Like, I love me a thin brow. I don't know. Which is kind of actually why I shaved mine off. Because I like the natural brow look, but I don't have brows like that anyway, so it really don't make a never mind to me. So I'm just taking it and I'm doing like natural, like little flicks of hair, of fur, if you will. And I have to watch Janet's other videos. I think she has a natural brow. I barely do. My brows are longer than they are fuller. I'll correct that. Can't really see. Not that it matters anyway, because I have bangs on this wig. I put bangs. The link to this wig is in the bottom bar. Now, in the 2000s, late 90s, 2000s, I'm pretty sure there wasn't much powder or pomade being used for the eyebrows. So it was mostly pencil. It was, I'm pretty sure, all pencil. Don't quote me. But growing up, I saw my mother and my sister mostly use pencil. And I can tell from, you know, the videos and stuff, it was mostly pencil. So go use one if you have it. If not, it don't matter. Okay. So like I said, this doesn't really matter because I have bangs on this wig. Bangs on this wig. Yeah. This is mostly just for the shadow. For when my bangs are down. When you peek through the bangs. Like an angry lion. So as I always do, I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer. She had a very high arch in this video, which I also love. And like I said in my last video, makeup is all about taking your time. I did the makeup for this video, first of all. So you have it fine. There we go. I'm taking my BS Small, it's just a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just blending that out. I like to blend in the front. A lot of people don't blend your concealer and stuff out in between their brows, and it looks really weird. It looks like they have a scowl to me. But you do what you want when it comes to makeup. Here we go. Like, I understand the girls who had eyebrows and they, you know, stop plucking their eyebrows to, you know, because they plucked them way too much in the late 90s, early 2000s, but I never had, she never had it. So for my first look, I'm actually going for her taupey, it's like a taupey gray smoky eye she has at the like minute 35 mark. And the peak, like a peachy rosy cheek with that natural peachy lip to match. It looks so good. So I'm actually going to make that my first look because she does day to night really well. At the beginning she has like a really dark and smoky, and in the middle she has a taupey that she goes for very dramatic and dark at the end. So I'm going to transition from the taupey look to the first look and then the last look in this video. Okay. It looks like she has a reddish base transition color. She has a natural highlight, and if this is who I think it is who did her makeup, she loved her good. The girls love them a good Kevyn Aucoin, like rest in peace to the makeup, one of the makeup gods. But if it's a good old Kevyn Aucoin, Kevyn Aucoin was known for a good dramatic but like not too much coverage makeup back in the 90s, so we are going to do that. One thing I love about the 2000s, I mean the 90s and the 2000s makeup, it was dramatic, because if you let if you let Twitter tell it, Black Note Twitter to be more specific, they'll say, oh, women didn't wear that much makeup. Baby, they had a whole cake face. It was just the makeup products, especially for black women, were not that formulated back then, so we had to work with what the heck we have. But it was more sultry, I guess you could say. It was a lot more sultry back then. So I just took a beauty supply store concealer and put that up underneath of my eye. And I took a tapered, what is this, a tapered face brush, and I'm just blending it out. You know, they were really good for using a good old nasty sponge back in the day, but I'm not gonna lie, I prefer brushes right now. They didn't really, I don't think they highlighted like we have done in the last 10-15 years, so I'm just going to improvise. I like to tap to buff it out first. I like to push it into the skin, and then I'll go and buff it up. Blend it all in with my foundation. I want to set my concealer with this Revlon Color Stay powder, and it is really light. It's in medium deep, nary a medium or deep was seen. So, you know, if you like a lighter under eye, this is medium deep for white people. Let's just be honest, for fair and pale colored folks. But it sets a mean under eye when you want that bright eyed bushy tail look. Just take my foundation brush and onto the eyes. So I love this video because it's so fun. Like, a lot of the videos were just so much good energy. It was so much fun. It was about dancing, partying, enjoying other people's vibes. That was the vibe. It was just having a good time. Of course, the lyrics, all for you, goes without saying. So at the beginning of this video, you have Janet getting off of the subway, which I assume is in New York, and she is killing choreography. I'm doing the second look, but I'm going to be talking about the video throughout the whole entire tutorial. In the second look, she has this, I want to say it's like a berry color, and this is the 6th color, the last color from the Berries by Juvia's Place. Just going to take that, tap off the excess. So essentially the makeup looks go from day to night, and my mama never used a primer back in the 2000s and the 90s and early 2000s, so I'm not using a primer for this video. We're gonna keep the theme going. So in this scene, you see Janet on the beach. Look like she in Miami. I'm getting a Miami vibe from this. But can we just talk about how everybody is killing the choreography with the cutout car? I freaking love that. You don't have to work that hard. Just be yourself and let that be your guide. Can we talk about that for a second? Enjoy, be who you are is the message in that. Like, so I'm just following my natural eye shape with that berry color. I'm doing just be yourself and let that be your guide. Like, do you know how legendary those lines are? Like, it was about feeling good. And I know it was a point where everybody wanted to, like, go out and be crazy. The early 2000s, we had just got over Y2K. Everybody thought the world was going in. Coming out with songs like Party Like It's 1999, like we all gonna die, okay? It was, we went head first into partying. Again. you know, UK, Swedish sound mixed in with the UK clubs. I don't really have a taupey color. Like all of my old palettes, I had taupe and gray all through it. I can't find a single grayish color, so I'm going to take this champagne color from the Nomad by Juvia's Place. So I'm just going to tap and pack that on here and just apply it to my lid, just my lid, because we didn't. Oh, I wish it was gray. I want to do Janet justice, but it's gold. We gonna rock with the gold. And as always, Janet killed the choreo. But can we talk about these relaxed fit jeans? I think that's relaxed fit. Let's bring that back, okay? Because the way my thighs are set up, I'm so tired of skinny jeans. But I cannot find any relaxed fit that fit me. Okay, so I'm just following my orbital bone and just going right in the crease there just to blend that all out. I'm taking my face powder as a transition color. Following my natural eye color. Eye shade. Okay. She had a little bit more purple blended in with that gray, that taupey metallic. That was all the rage too in the 2000s. The metallic, the bright, the futuristic. So I'm just going to take a little bit, pat that in, just tap. I don't want it to be muddy. I want it to blend. Turn that over onto the clean side and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I really wish this was gray, but purple and gold looks good too. So I'm going to take that first color in the Berries palette because I feel like it was not just that darker berry color, but it's a hint of red in there. It's a hint of red in there too. So I'm just going to tap. I'm not going to blend it just yet. Just place it. Oh, oh, oh. And now I'm going to go and blend. Blending. Blend. Already, it's not doing it justice. The camera is just not. If this was Kevyn Aucoin, he put his foot in it. But I feel like it was either Kevyn Aucoin or what's her name? I feel like it was either Kevyn Aucoin or Pat McGrath or someone, you know, like that. They were in their bag in the 2000s and 90s, still are. I'm going to take more of my natural shade and just go right here because I went too high with the golden color. Just to blend that out. And I'm blending that in right. So another infamous look from the late 90s, early 2000s was the blending of the bridge. And they did it ever so effortlessly. So I'm just taking a brown, which is from the True Complexion from Black Radiance. And I'm just gonna, right here under the brow. Bring that up into the brow. You see the difference? It makes it look one. Okay, I think Janet had I want to say she had like a brown eyeliner pencil, like a chocolate brown. I don't have brown. I could use an eyeshadow. I think I'm just going to go in with a regular black balloon. And pretty much that's it. I'm gonna do liner, and I think she did lashes. No, knowing Janice, she probably had a nice little small lash, but I can't tell. So I'm gonna do liner, do a little bit mascara, and do the other eye. Come back. I take my face powder, Nutmeg Pro Filter by Fenty, and I'm gonna, add a little bit more dimension right there to that brow. Okay, taking my Neutrogena Smoky Kohl eyeliner. And when I find my pencil, this will work much better. I really like this eyeliner. Don't take this video as a as a review, okay? Because I can't find my pencil sharpener. And I'm not really pulling, I'm just kind of leaning into it. Taking a little bit of Chad from the Sahara palette from Juvia's Place. That black. Since I don't have my pencil sharpener, you just go under and just pat a little bit of black. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And what I really want to do, even though they just left her eye like this, she added a little bit of mascara, I really want to take a little bit of that berry and put it under the eye. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this little small winding brush from BS Small. I'm gonna take do the same thing. Just take this purple here and just a little bit, just a tiny bit right up under to add a little bit more of a pop. And go back in with that first color in the Berries palette and put that next to it, like right there. And then taking that very pretty pink and putting that on the inner corner. Well, not corner, but just slightly right under the eye. I have gold all over the place. Like I said, I can't tell if she has on the lash or not, but I'm just going in with the mascara. Blush. For blush, she had on this really pretty, it matched the eye. So I'm gonna take this color here, and I just use eyeshadows as blush. Unless it's a bigger pan or a different formula, child. I do not have time to have 50 different palettes, okay? Unless it's just a particular blush that I like. And she was like really concentrated. I can't tell if it was intentional or, you know, for the camera. I mean, if it was for the time or for the camera. The makeup that they had to use, or the makeup that you have to use on camera, is definitely different from what you might wear in real life, and we'll talk about that later. So okay, now for that lip. I'm going into my great big bag of everything with everything inside, and I'm looking for a lip. It was a neutral gloss. I don't have many glosses. I am a lipstick gal. Let's see. It'll work. I'm taking this Perfect Tone Matte Lip Cream. I believe it's Black Radiance, number 5404. I'm going to use it like a lip stain. So I took some on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dab. And it is matte. Now I want my lip to be dry because I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go in with a lip gloss. It doesn't have to be dry. I just, that's just me. Burn that out with your finger. And it's like a little lip stain. Now she did look like she had a little bit of liner, so I'm gonna go in with an eyeshadow and line it up real quick. Take this chocolatey brown. Let's see what I'm working with. You know, sometimes you gotta improvise, you know? Sometimes you might not have everything that you need. And it was a slight line too, it wasn't thick. So I'm gonna blend it all together. It was the 90s lip, but it was revamped. So that's another reason I think it was Kevyn Aucoin or Miss Pat McGrath or someone along those lines, because they elevated the 90s liner lip. Now we gloss. It would be better to take a better lip gloss. This is not a disclaimer. I know quality wise it would be so much better to take an actual, you know, better look wise, it would be better to take a an actual colored lip gloss, but I'm going to take this little beauty supply store lip gloss is $1 and just that is it. I'm not going to set my face because I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to jump into the next tutorial. I really like it. I kind of want to show off the brows because I'm proud of them. I don't like the bangs spaced out like that, but like this is very 2000s. Not really the hair kind of sort of, but like can we talk? And the lighting don't do it justice. It don't. Bing bong, bing bong bong, gonna bing bing bong bong.